People are still warning me about this last invitation. I'm a little worried now because they were saying that I should do the general invites, which usually means I'm not strong enough to deal with something. But I'm so curious. I'm not going to jump right to it. I'm going to do this first one first, because if it really is that bad, I definitely want to see if I can level up a little bit. Oh, wait. Before I do that, let's burn some books. So it doesn't look like there's anything too awesome. A lot of just purples. But even if I just get a few decent ones, like Meow's a purple one. That has speed dice, and it has Meow Meow. At the start of the act, give 1 strength to 2 random allies. That's okay. The improv drumming is, I think, what I'm looking for. Because after a successful blunt attack, inflict 1 fragile to a random enemy. Next, a random enemy. Not the one that you had the successful blunt attack against. I guess that's still pretty good, because that would move your target around a little bit. Now, is there anything else that I kind of want? This is slash damage, bleed damage. Oh, bleed damage is good. That would be Hod's department, I think. So I can start working on some of that. Oinky oink. I hate them so much. At the start of the act, give 1 feeble to 2 random enemies, and then after a successful blunt attack, inflict 1 fragile. This is good, because Oink's page is bad. It's terrible. I'm never going to use it. So I can build Meow's page for every other person in Yasad's team. And then I can keep Yasad using Salvador's page and just add improv drumming to it. So that way I can fill out that whole department with extra speed dice and improv drumming. That's really good. I will wait on building any sort of builds with those for right now, because I think we're going to be okay with our current build. The last 2 fights have been pretty mid so far, so I'm really not that worried about this next fight. But people have warned me that the last one really ramps up in difficulty. For starters, I recognize Philip. Philip's here, which means that these people liked Salvador. And Salvador, being an old fixer, knows people.
신경 써주셔서 감사합니다만.
사무소가 통째로 전멸했는데 그럴만하지.
Oh, yeah.
그래도 마음 독하게 먹으라고.
Yeah, I blame Philip, too. Philip was a big crybaby about the whole thing. I get it. I would be terrified, too. I would have probably run away.
자기 잘못이라고 생각하고 있어?
네. 제가 말렸더라면.
You stopped Yuna and Salvador? How could you? You were their junior.
제가 좀 더 노련하고 강했더라면.
That is the wrong reason to be upset at yourself. I also think it's adorable that it says ex-Dawn Fixer, because the Dawn are gone now.
제가 도망치지만 않았더라면.
Then you would have been dead too. All of this is stupid. I get that feeling like I could have done something. I should have done something. But you could not have done anything, Philip. Not at your level. The only thing you could do is what you are currently doing, which is going and getting people who like to have giant axes in display cases on the back of their wall.
그러면 네 책임이야.
Let's not sugarcoat it at all, okay? Pamela? Oh, Pamela and Pamela.
예?
The fact that their names rhyme too, or are practically the same, very concerning to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a weird phobia that I have, but anytime that there's 2 things like this, it's so unsettling to me. And I know I'm not the only one that experiences this, because they wouldn't do it so often. And it's very similar to, and I've actually never even seen the movie, but The Shining, with those 2 twins or whatever in the hallway. There's something about that that's just so creepy.
네가 어리숙하고 약해 빠져서 동료들이 다 죽은 거 맞다고. 이제 마음이 좀 편해졌어? 네가 편한 대로 생각하면 돼.
Okay, I get it. She's helping, kind of. I know she doesn't have time to babysit, so sometimes tough love is the best love. Just slap Philip around a little bit emotionally and let Philip know that it's stupid to think the way Philip's thinking. It's not wrong, because all of us would probably feel that way. If we thought we let down the people we cared about and the people who helped us the most professionally, we would feel guilty. But it is silly to think that way. Because in this world, unless Philip was actually strong enough to do anything that Philip was saying, it doesn't help Philip's situation to think like that.
일이 벌어지면 결과에 생각하기 편한 이유를 갖다 붙이면 되잖아? 실제 원인이 무엇인지보다 납득하고 싶은 대로만 생각하고 싶은 거잖아.
어이 꼬맹이들 너무 괴롭히지 마.
They're not wrong. And whoever Oscar is, Oscar, you're in the wrong game, buddy. Bloodborne is over there.
난 안 괴롭혔어. 갈궜던 건 파멜리뿐이라고.
Yeah, don't lump Pamela in to the bullying. That was some pretty harsh bullying, too.
그래 필립. 이제 이야기할 정신이 들었나?
네. 배려 감사드립니다.
형제 사무소인데 돕고 살아야지.
미안하게 됐네. 우린 그때 마침 12구 골목에서 뒤틀림 사건을 처리하던 중이었어.
Oh, they handled a distortion. That's kind of wild. I was taken aback for a second. I thought that they were stabbing the bottom half of a mannequin, but it's bleeding. So this is actually Puppet Master? It looks like maybe a Puppet Master that was using bits and pieces of people, because this is a Frankenstein-esque flesh golem, I think. So that's probably what these other things are too.
8시에 서커스에 당한 놈들은 오직 광기와 쾌락만을 위한 쇼를 펼치더군.
8 o'clock circus. Well, we haven't heard about that one before. It makes sense. That's a distortion, not an abnormality. But I always try to see if I can remember something from one of the credenzas or any of the other like backstories that we've been hearing.
마치 지옥 속의 축제 같았지. 어지간히 애를 먹었어.
그래서 나 몸 한 번 교체했잖아. 이 몸은 정말 내 취향이 아닌데.
Oh, wow. Are they real looking? No, wait, hold on. They're not allowed, right? Or because they were formerly people. No, it says they're not allowed to have people faces. They're not allowed to have people faces. So they can't be robots. That's what I was thinking. Sorry, I probably didn't express that, but I was blown away that they had to get their body replaced. Which means that they were robots. Or are they clones? And they're just cloned as the younger version of themselves. Yeah, because look, Pamela was taller, right?
의체인가요? 하지만 그 모습은 윤리 개정안에 걸리지 않나요?
Yeah, exactly. Philip's on board.
의체가 아니라 내 몸의 복사본이야. 내가 예전에 들어두는 생체복구 보험이 있거든.
Oh, well, great. I didn't know that was an option, but that's really cool. Not only did I guess once, I guessed it twice. So then you're allowed to have clones of yourself. That doesn't go against the ethics. Because apparently the head is very prejudiced against anything that's not considered a human. And it makes sense. Because if you allow people to become things other than human, you lose humanity. Completely. Because monsters and distortions are much stronger. And the robots and AI can be much stronger. So if you don't grip on real tight to this idea that you must be a human being in order to be worth anything in the city, people are just going to go nuts and it'll be like a cyberpunk thing. Now, I haven't really played Cyberpunk, so I don't know everything. But from the ads, it looked like you could change yourself completely into a robot and still sort of be you. And you could look just like a human being. But it'd be real easy to like swap out an arm for like a better arm. And just keep doing that. And it's kind of interesting that they don't want that. Something tells me that they allow it for certain individuals who are very influential. That's just my guess, though, because that seems like something that you would want to do. If I was someone in power, I would say, you're not allowed to have all this awesome stuff. this cool stuff over here is off limits and no one is allowed to have it. And then secretly I would be doing all of that. Because it's the only way to get ahead and stay ahead of everyone else. It gives you an edge. I'm getting off track now because I was really excited, I guess, twice on this. But it's really cool. It's a really neat idea that they allow cloning and that they have, I guess, biological body recovery. So I don't know if you go in and they've got you like backed up from a certain point, or if you survive, you can go in and have them scan your brain and then transfer everything over.
타멜레의 몸뚱아리는 형체도 남지 않게 찢겨서 이 방법이 아니고서야 해결책이 없더라고. 그나마 대가리라도 남은 게 다행이었지. 해결사 보험은 돈만 빼먹는 순 도둑놈들인 줄 알았는데 드물게 덕을 본 거야.
Is it like a tooth? You get a tooth knocked out, you have so long before you have to get it back in there. Otherwise, it'll rot away and die. And so you have to get the brain to the body as fast as possible. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Do you put her on milk to keep her alive? I know I'm being silly, but I don't understand this process. I don't think I ever could. But it'd be interesting to kind of see the specifics of it.
참, 너네 사무소는 해결사 보험 같은 거 안 들어뒀어?
얼마 안 된 신입이라 경황이 없어 그것까지는 잘 모르겠습니다.
나중에라도 알아보는 게 좋을 거야. 보험 형태와 조건도 다양하니까.
So maybe they can just copy Salvador back over?
몸을 복구한 건 다행인데 말이지. 왜 하필 이런 몸일까?
Why are you upset? Because you're shorter? You're not as old? It's the same outfit. What are you complaining about? The same hair, it's pretty much the same eyes. They might be a little bit bluer. I don't see the difference.
뭐? 당장 급해서 기껏 복사 시술을 해줬는데 저 새끼 말하는 꼬라지 봐라.
비싸면 뭐하냐고. 거울 볼 때마다 삶의 의욕이 안 나는데.
Hold on. Is this Pamela? And this is Pamela? And now they look exactly the same because they were using Pamela's body?
그 몸 망가뜨리기만 해봐. 아니다. 그냥 이번에는 어떤 방법으로든 복구할 수 없게 죽어버리는 게 낫겠다. 그러면 복사본 값은 안 줘도 돼.
You should be thankful for being rescued. You should just be thankful for being alive. Why are you so picky?
맞짱 뜨자는 거?
그래, 이 새끼야.
Oh, they care about one another. Are they related? This feels like sisters fighting with one another.
살바도르 말대로 자네 쌍화차 타는 솜씨 하나는 일품이군.
Salvador is always bragging about that tea. Why?
과찬이십니다.
필립, 자네 생각은 어떤가? 도서관이 뒤틀림과 관련이 있어 보였나?
Oh, Philip must not have filled them in. It's exactly related. The library is causing distortion events. I think currently, the whole light started the process. But I believe that the library somehow is still continuing that process. Whether it's emitting a little bit of light as it's, just because it can't be perfectly contained, or as we get new books, something happens, it like resonates with a new person. Whatever the reason, I think the library is still triggering these events to happen. If for no other purpose than to really spur people on to investigate the distortions and give them a good excuse to go to the library.
모르겠습니다. 뒤틀림을 직접 겪어본 적이 없어서요. 하지만 그 어떤 것보다도 이질적으로 보였습니다.
I really want to experience the library for myself. I don't want to go there and find my book there, but I would love to go and see what it is that they're seeing. Because when I look at the pictures, yeah, maybe it would be big, but they call it really alien and foreign, and it's like they have a hard time perceiving what it is. I almost picture the library or the room from, is it Demon Slayer? where all of the things are like all twisted and like part of it's upside down, part of it is right side right. That's what I'm sort of picturing. That would be really neat, and that would make sense to my brain then. But from the pictures that we see, it just looks like a really, really, really big library. Just some books, a few rooms. So I don't know why people feel so strange there. It might also be a trick of the library, and they can just feel it. It's one of those things that you don't actually perceive or like know that it's happening to you, but subconsciously there's like this eerie feeling. Similar to, I forget what frequency it is, but there's a frequency that you don't really notice you're hearing, but it makes you have anxiety. Oh, that's so creepy to me because people could be playing that in speakers anywhere to freak people out. I don't like that. And I guess old houses, like creaky old houses, they resonate with that frequency, and that's why it feels so scary to be in them sometimes. Supposedly. I don't know how valid that research is.
스승님과 선배는 그곳에서
도움이 안 되는군. 이 문제에 대해서는 여러 협회가 꽤 예민해져 있다네. 협회뿐만이 아니지. 날개와 손가락들도 뒤틀림에 대해서는 어떻게 해야 할지 감을 못 잡고 있으니까.
예.
그런 건 아무 상관없다는 표정이구만.
Ah, I am though. Because that means the wings and a lot of the corporations are looking into it. So it's only a matter of time before they start knocking on our door. Also, I just noticed she is shorter. That's what she's complaining about. She looks just like the other one, and she didn't before, even though they have the same outfit before.
뒤틀림이고 뭐고 간에 자네는 지금 당장이라도 도서관으로 돌아가서 동료들의 책을 찾고 싶은 것이지.
마음 같아서는 그러고 싶습니다. 하지만 스승님께서 남겨주신 쪽지에는 섣불리 행동하지 말고 오스카님에게 의지하라고 적혀 있습니다.
그 친구도 참 곤란한 걸 떠넘겨줬군. 이 일이 늘 그래왔지만 그 친구 아내와 자식들 상심이 크겠어. 혹시 만나봤나?
아니요. 아직 찾아뵙지 못했습니다.
왜지?
면목이 없어서 말이죠.
우리의 다음 목적지는 도서관이네. 장비 챙겨두도록.
Oh, so they're going straight there. Are they bringing Philip? Why did they bring up the family if they're not going to go say hi to the family?
감사합니다.
착각하지는 말게. 목적지가 같기 때문에 데려가 주는 것뿐이니까. 그리고 친구에 대한 최소한의 책임을 치를 뿐이지. 적어도 우리 사무소에서는 절대 자네 같은 해결사를 받지 않을 거야. 물을 흐리거든.
Oh my god! I mean, it's true, but that's kind of cruel after everything that they've gone through.
동료들을 위해서 받은 은혜에 보답하기 위해서 행동하는 것이 그렇게 한심한 일입니까?
I don't think that's what he's saying. I don't think that's why he wouldn't want you there. It's because you're too sentimental.
어딜 가도 정에 연연하지 말라느니, 급에 맞지 않는다느니, 어리숙하다느니. 해결사라면, 아니, 도시에 살아가는 사람이라면 누군가를 위해서 행동하면 안 되는 것입니까?
And I don't think that's it either, because they're doing the same thing. But I think it's because Philip lets their emotions get the best of them.
짜증나서 못 들어주겠네. 네가 잘못 생각하고 있다고 했어?
Right. Exactly.
그런 생각을 하는 해결사는 우리 사무소에서 받지 않겠다는 것뿐이잖아. 붕상 좀 떨지 마. 감정에 휘둘리는 놈만큼 등을 맡기기에 위험한 놈도 없으니까.
Exactly. That is the whole truth. And that's what Philip needs to understand. Anger, sorrow, you can't let that get in your way. It clouds your judgment.
너 하나 챙기자고 우리가 다 죽어도 된다는 거야, 뭐야?
자네는 자신이 누군가를 위해서 행동한다고 굳게 믿고 있겠지. 삭막하고 이기적인 도시의 사람들과 달리 자신은 이타적으로 행동하고 있다고. 그 이상의 가치를 위해 싸우고자 한다고. 하지만 그것은 철저히 이기적인 생각이야.
And that's kind of what I've been saying a lot, is the whole idea that there are some people who feel like they're fighting a higher cause. And that's just not true. And they don't realize it. And I'm not saying that they're bad people for it, but I'm saying that those are very selfish thoughts. Even the Sephiroth, who are trying to fix the world, are doing it for selfish reasons. A lot of them are just trying to feel better about themselves, or to feel like the sacrifice they made, it wasn't in vain. And that's not bad. The end result will still be a good thing. But it just is, I guess is what I'm saying. And that's what Philip is experiencing too. Philip wants to go and rescue these people, but also Philip is trying to redeem themselves. And that motivation, even though the end result would be good, is still a selfish motivation. And some people would even argue, and we could get into like philosophy and things like that, but some people argue that there is no motivation other than selfish motivations. We do things because they make us feel good about ourselves, or they make us look good in other people's eyes. Therefore, we will gain something from that. And there's a little bit of truth to that, but I don't really subscribe to the whole idea that people can't do things out of the goodness of their heart. And I'm sure that everyone sort of experiences that in their life. They're like, this would be a good thing, and I would feel really good about myself. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's okay.
이기적인 생각
just how it
중에서도
is.
자신을 속이는 가장 위험한 부류지. 이타적인 행동이라는 건 인간에게 있을 수 없어. 누군가를 위해서 목숨을 바치겠다는 것도 자신을 위한 것이야.
Right. Exactly. And that's kind of what I was trying to say.
그것도 주위의 사람들을 좀먹으며 파멸로 이끄는 아주 위험한 이기주의.
Especially if they care about you, because they'll either follow you into the fire, or when you're gone, they're going to experience their own pain. What are they going to do when you throw yourself away?
선,
말은 그럴싸하겠지만 정말 네가 살바도르나 다른 동료들을 위해서 열을 내는가 싶기도 하군.
먼저 준비하고 있도록 하겠습니다.
Boom. Mic drop. Oscar is really wise.
필립이라는 녀석이 상처받았을지 어떨지 모르지만 나도 동의하는 바야. 자신이 아닌 누군가를 위해서라는 껍질 뒤에 숨은 이기주의만큼 지독하고 위험한 게 없어.
알 것 같아. 자신이 아닌 누군가를 위한 것이라 각오한 마음만큼 무섭고 추악한 게 없지. 그것이 희생을 감수할 가치가 있는 정의라고 생각할수록 그 자부심에 취해 주의를 보지 않는 거야. 어떻게 되든 상관없는 거지. 오직 그 정의를 위해 다른 것들을 짓밟아가며 달려나가도 돼. 당위성이 부여되니까.
와하, 이번엔 정말 마음이 통한 것 같아. 나 감동했어.
샴페인이라도?
Now Angela's doing it. If they're both going to use sarcasm as a way to diffuse the situation, I'm leaving, because it's just gonna get really corny in here.
야, 표정 안 펴? 짜증나게 하네 진짜.
극복해가는 중이잖아. 배려 좀 해주자.
이런 사소한 것도 미묘한 컨디션에 영향을 준다고.
Aw. At least they care enough. If they didn't care about Philip, they wouldn't be paying attention to Philip at all.
됐습니다. 전 신경 쓰지 마세요. 여러분 발목은 잡지 않겠습니다.
Try harder, Philip. You're not doing a very good job.
자네가 발목을 잡을 것 같다고 판단한 순간 난 자네를 꿰뚫을 거야.
Okay, a little much, but I get it.
환영합니다, 손님. 분위기가 영 좋지 않네요.
기계인 줄 알았다만 인간이 섞여 있는 것인가?
Oscar feels it. So Angela hasn't really changed, I don't think. the way that they're moving or acting. I don't know. Can't tell. It's a picture. But they're not showing us any context clues to suggest Angela's changing. Except Angela took some damage last time. And now Oscar suddenly sees them as more of a human than a machine. So the instincts of these people are very attuned to machinery. How do they know these things? This is what always perplexes me about this.
너무 그렇게 노려보지는 마. 죽이려고 찌른 건 아니고 잠깐 확인해보고 싶었으니까.
무례하네. 예절이란 것을 배우지 못했나 봐?
도서관의 사서는 상냥하다고 들었는데.
Supposed to be nice? Who have you heard that from? Wasn't Roland or any of the other librarians. Definitely not me. We know Angela too much. Were you asking Philip? Maybe Philip has given you the wrong sense of who Angela is. Angela is not nice. Angela wishes that you find your books here. Not the ones you're after. Your books. She's hoping you guys go and drop dead.
다짜고짜 뺨을 날리는 손님에게 더 이상 예의를 갖출 필요성을 못 느껴서 말이야.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess. Angela's learning. Aw, you can teach an old robot new tricks.
미안하네. 우리 목숨이 어떻게 될지 모르는 상황에서 예의를 차릴 틈 같은 건 없어서 말이야.
어련하시겠어?
자네들은 정보와는 인상이 다르네.
What is going on? She didn't say the thing. She didn't say librarian. She didn't say, I hope you find your books here. There is no things that she said at all. She's changed. I don't like the new Angela. I like the old Angela better. What do you think about that?
나름의 고충에 있나 보지.
These people are they have too much insight into Angela. Okay, let's see what kind of damage we're dealing with here. A lot of 3s, a lot of 0s. That's a pretty strong 0 cost. Are you actually serious about that one? That is nuts. That's a 2 cost to draw a page. Drawing pages are so powerful in any format, especially here when you only have so many pages you can actually draw. Yeah, 4 librarians. Finally, this is going to be an even fight. Well, not so even. We're going to kick the absolute crap out of them. I guarantee it, because they have Philip on their side, who is only going to get in the way. Oh, that's right. They don't have extra speed dice. We're actually a couple dice up on them. I have to prove the fixers of this office wrong. Go, Philip, go. You can do it. No, you can't. Oh, you punk. Want to have a go at it? Yeah? Huh? Oh, I guess that was Pamela who said that before, right? It just seems weird. It seems you've learned nothing from the incident last time. Keep your focus on the enemies. They're spreading out their damage a little bit too much, too. I can now use Steven, and I will use Steven to just absolutely rampage. Poor Philip. Let's see. How did that not... Oh, because I used the wrong one on the wrong person. It wasn't... Oh, they're actually attacking Assad. And everyone's attacking Nicole? That is a mistake. If we can power through them and win these clashes, we can start burning, and hopefully I can build enough emotion to start my blunt damage machine up. The nice thing is I can dodge most of those heavy blows. Good. And a couple good rolls will get us through. It's not good enough, though. But this is the harshest attack there, and Nicole did fine. There it is. Here's our value engine, and all I have to do is slap that on Nicole. Any extra damage, I'm going to try to hit Philip. I'm going to try to dodge as many of these attacks as I can, because every time they win, they do true damage. That's a good dodge. No, I didn't realize I was attacking Oscar with all of that burn. How many burn stacks did I just put on Oscar? Can you not beat Philip, please? For the love of everything that's holy. Let's put that on Nicole. Yeah, Oscar is just hurting. It's because I was clashing against Oscar. I was just trying to stop the damage, not do that much. We're probably going to take a little bit of damage, and I actually have that built into this plan. Because I really want to be dishing out more damage than we're receiving. And that's only possible if I can focus fire on one person and get rid of them. So that means I need to take a little bit before... good. Oh, Philip ran away again? Why? Why did you do it? I can't take another step ahead. You just abandoned someone else. How are you going to live with yourself? Philip! Or did they leave? Yeah, with 10 HP, they left. I wish I had more burn on them. They would die out in the parking lot. What is going on? Who is Philip going to go and cry to now? Now, Philip is somehow still here. I kind of am wondering if they're not going to come back. Are they going to power up and then show back up or something? Yeah, Nicole, get all those hits in. Nicole's the one that's doing all of our damage. I have to keep them alive. I think they know that. Oh, yeah, that sister's gone. I call them sisters. I don't think they're actually related, but if the librarian has maximum light at the start of the scene, gain haste and deal increased damage with attacks. Sure, why not? I'll give that to Nicole. And I'm actually going to try something kind of silly. So this is a lot of dice. But if I push this to a really low speed card, let's see how low I can go. To a 4. I might be able to stagger her before she actually does any damage against this next card. So then she wouldn't actually do that damage, and then the rest of the damage is coming out to her. Either way, she's getting hit by, what is this, 4 different one-sided attacks? She's not surviving this round. There's a good hit. Oh, it didn't stagger her, though. Darn it, that means this attack's going through. Ah, we did dodge most of it, though, so we're fine. No, leave Oscar alone a second. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. Oscar took fatal damage, so they'll survive. That's really good for me. Because that means we can't accidentally kill Oscar before we deal with the sister. Oh, but we're going to deal with everyone right now. Yeah, because I want the sister to go first. There, the sister went, so even if we do beat Oscar, which we did, Oscar was last. I think that works for me. I didn't want to make such a mistake. Perhaps I've gotten too slowed up because you brought Philip. I would be upset that Philip survived if I was them. Philip! Hi! Oh no, this is bad. We never get to see what happens to them when they leave. Philip looks bad, man. Of course, we did blunt damage the ever-living heck out of them. They actually look like they got hit by a truck. Wait, what are you doing? Oh no. No. This is where someone shows up and offers them a way to get stronger. Or they become a distortion because they make a deal with the devil. There is a devil waiting. Look at all of this open space. There is so much open space for activities.
이번에는 끝까지 함께 싸울 수 있을 거라고 생각했는데.
Don't beat yourself up that bad. Oh, and it makes sense because Philip has one particular drive. That's what happens with abnormalities and distortions. They become the thing that they are fixated on.
난 대체 언제까지 누군가의 뒤에 숨어서 내가 그들과 끝까지 함께 싸웠다면
Nothing. The only thing you would have changed is your book would also have been there.
나에게도 무언가에 맞설 용기가 있다면 그 용기라도 있었다면 나는
No.
도망치라는 말에 난 주저했어. 선배와 스승님을 두고 도망을 친다면 겁쟁이처럼 보이지 않을까? 그들은 계속 함께 해주길 원하지 않았을까? 하지만 내가 내린 판단은 그들을 위한다는 명목하에 그들의 말을 따르는 거였어. 내가 여기 있으면 걸림돌일 뿐이라고. 내가 여기서 할 수 있는 건 없으니 밖에서 도움을 청해야겠다고. 이 모든 건 선배와 스승님을 위한 것이라고. 이건 누군가를 위한 일이야. 나는 누군가를 위해서 목숨을 바칠 각오까지 했으니까. 하지만 지금은 때가 아닐 뿐이야. 물론 나는 끝까지 누군가를 위할 것이니 괜찮아.
Okay, this is all great self-reflection. I keep going without saying anything because I'm waiting for that moment. Waiting for the big payoff. There's so much build-up here. Where is it?
더럽고 추악한 이기적인 사람. 선배와 스승님을 위해 쐐기 사무소 분들을 이곳에 끌어들였고 그들의 희생을 당연하게 여기며 다시 도망쳤지. 나를 위해서가 아니다. 내가 하려는 일에 대한 당위성을 부여하기 위해 끝없이 반복하는 그들을 위한, 타인을 위한, 누군가를 위한 나를 위한 이기심을 감추려 포장하고 지정한 말들. 그 말대로 제일 이기적이고 위험한 건 나였어. 더 이상 누군가를 위한다는 말로 꾸미고 싶지 않아. 모든 일은 날 위한 거라고. 그 어떤 것보다도 나를 위해서, 그 누구보다 슬퍼하고 있는 나를 위해서.
Is this the payoff? Is this it? Is this the big one? Was that fires from the underworld? What was that? Oh my god, I was right. Oh my god, I was right. Oh my god, I was right. Did he turn into a distortion? Is that what I'm fighting now? We are so damaged. I took so much one-sided damage because I told myself that was the only fight. Of course, it said 1 out of 2. I wasn't paying attention.
슬퍼하고 있는 나를 위해.
Oh yeah, there it is.
결국 이 아픔은 내가 안고 가야 하는 거겠지. 이 감정을 없애지 못한 채 계속 안고 가야 한다면, 그 늪에 잠겨 좌절하다 결국 자기 좋을 대로 생각하는 짓을 반복해야 한다면, 차라리 이 슬픔과 함께 일어설 수 있는 길을 택하겠어. 할 수 있다고 믿으니까, 해야만 하는 일이니까. 어떻게든 앞으로 나아가야 해. 이 힘은 분명 나에게 주어진 기회일 테니.
At least Philip is looking at the silver lining. They got this new cool power, and they're seeing it more as an opportunity than a hindrance. Good for you, Philip. Well, now let's see how well you can actually use it before you go completely insane. Oh, good. You are strong. The library just kicked in. Excuse you? This is my domain. Do not give them a cool background. Also, new music. Darn you, library. You're making Philip look awesome. I was just giving Philip a hard time. Shimmering. At the start of each scene, exhaust all pages in hand and deck. Add new pages to hand. Their cost becomes 0. Ah, no. Burning passion. At the start of the scene, inflict 3 burn to everyone? Oh, that sucks. Unstable shell of ego. Regularly shifts between feather shield. I don't know what that is. And searing sword modes. Inflicting burn after taking hits and upon attacking. So we're going to be burning like crazy. We really, really, really need to do some serious damage in a hurry. Luckily, Nicole's looking pretty good right now. And Nox is okay. Steven's sort of okay, but I have really let Yasad take a beating there at the end, and I shouldn't have. I won't run. I can't just wait and see anymore, is what Philip says. They have 240? Ah, that sucks. That's a lot. Let's go ahead. They don't roll very high, which is good, especially since they have 3 dice. Oh, they do It's a lot of defense. Mainly defense. I'm guessing that's because they have the stupid shield on right now. And they're readying the Blazing Strike, which will... That's in 3 scenes. So that's when they're going to be doing major offense then. So most of my blows need to be that final blow. Maybe I can power through some of this. I need to at least win some of these clashes. We can't take one-sided hits anymore. And we are a little powered up, so I might be able to deal with most of this. Definitely not all of it. So this is really similar to an abnormality fight. I need to move the majority of the shield out of the way and then punch through the rest of it with just raw damage after I win or lose all of these clashes. Good clashes. This is the last clash, then we should be able to do just raw damage. Just keep piling it up. I don't care how much burn we get. Let's just keep wailing on them. If we can stagger them, even better. So we just took a big hit, unfortunately. But I think we're okay. Offensive dice gain 1 to 3 power. Defensive dice roll a 1. No, yeah. I'm going to put those all on Nicole, because then their offensive dice are just going to get just stacked. And I'm actually going to do something, I think, kind of stupid. But if I'm understanding this right, the feather shield goes down after this turn. And that readying Blazing Strike doesn't activate for 2 scenes. So there's going to be a moment. There's going to be one scene that I can attack without any repercussions before they power up and start blasting us. That means that I'm going to use Yasad as the sacrificial lamb. Yasad's going to take all of this damage because they're already burning 10. They'll be dead by the next couple scenes. Everyone else is going to take a big hit too. But I think that that is my best bet. Because if I dish out any more damage to anyone else, I'm going to lose 2 of them. And I don't want to do that. And Yasad's already kind of weak anyway. Maybe I can get lucky and we'll just clash and nothing bad will happen. But I doubt it. But I think Yasad would understand. Go, Yasad, go. If you don't take too much damage or deal too much damage, you will be saved. You're dead. Unfortunate for you, everything is dead. Yasad is gone. No! There! They're powered down. Now I can stagger them and I can blow them apart. On a successful hit, inflict 4 burn to target. No. No, they're not supposed to have the Blazing Strike. Oh, that's Searing Sword. That's different? I thought that I should have just hit him. I should have just hit him. Although at least now I can actually do damage and not worry about it, because we're not going to get any more burn from this. Again, I'm going to try to stagger them before this last attack goes off. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but that'll also give me a paralysis if it hits. And if they're staggered, we can do extra damage next turn. I should be discarding a couple cards, which will give me some draws. Again, this is a tough one. This is really tough. Now I see things are going to get a lot harder as we go. Please. Stagger them. Power through that. Nice. Nice. Go again. Yes, there they are. They're staggered. Now just wail on them. Don't let them up until they're just a bloody pulp on the ground. Yes, keep going. Look at the damage we're doing now. We got hit a couple times, so we're going to be hurting, but they're going to be staggered for a whole turn. If we don't beat them now, we're all practically dead because we have so much burn. But we should have a total... Of course. I draw all of my defensive cards on the one turn where they're staggered. Why? Fragile. Discard something, I guess. Flaming Bat, something. Good news, we're doing extra damage because we're fully charged. Also, all of our power cards are doing great. I'm gonna go ahead and use Gamble, because that's the only thing I have. I'm all out of everything. This is it. We have to roll decent on top of doing the extra damage, on top of the bleed and the burn and everything else we've got running. Because otherwise, all of my characters, except for Steven, is going to die from the burn. That was good. Oh, they went back to normal? Or we just died? Can you lose after that? Because Nicole died. Did you see that? Nicole burned and died because it was the next scene, technically. What? Did they run away again? There's so much going on in my mind right now. I need to calm down. I need to take a breath. What is going on? I need to know everything that just happened. I am very confused. Did they turn into pages? I should go and watch that back, but I don't think so. Did they run away again? They transformed. I saw a blue light. That was it. Did they teleport out of there? What happened? I got 2 books for something. It said I got 2 books. I want to go and take a look at that stuff. Book of Oscar, Book of Pamela. Yeah, cool. We got some emotion level bonuses.
와,
That feels good.
급실립이라는 애송이 녀석 대체 뭐야?
Yeah, I would also like to know what's going. So they did leave. They left. We don't have their book because I didn't see their book there. I was assuming something weird happened and they turned it to a special book because it says we got the feather shield or something.
언제 그런 공방 장비까지 갖춘 거지? 아니, 공방 장비라도 아까 같은 성능을 내기는 불가능할 텐데. 이건 오히려
That guy?
이지요.
What guy? Ego.
에고인 것 같아.
이지우 에고? 자아를 말하는 거야?
시답지 않은 말장난이야. 본질은 같아. 자아의 껍데기. 마음을 실체화한 거야.
뭐, 마음? 마음을 실체화한다고? 그런 두루뭉실한 현상이 실제로 가능한 거야?
I know, that's what I thought at first too.
엘사 특이점이었어. 좀 다르긴 했지만. 엘사는 의도적으로 추출해냈다면 필립이라는 사람은 백이야 흑주의 영향이겠지. 그러네. 어느 정도 이해가 가.
Wait, so does that mean Tanya's is an ego too? Or is she actually a distortion? Was that just armor? Maybe Philip just had armor. No, there was a wing involved. Actually, we had a wing too, but that was a gift. I assumed the gifts were a little different than the ego, but maybe it's all the same. Okay, that's cool. I can vibe with that.
뭐야, 혼자 납득하고. 그럼 저런 힘을 돈도 안 바르고 마음에서 마구 뽑아낼 수도 있는 거라고?
Sort of, if they're involved with L Corp or the library somehow, I'm assuming.
나도 직접 발현한 것을 본 건 처음이니까 그렇게 닥달하지는 마. 정 궁금하면 그 녀석이 도망치게 두지 말았어야지.
Yeah, this is your fault, Roland. Yasad died for this. You should have stopped them on their way out.
아, 나도 모르겠다. 그 할배가 그런 장치를 달아뒀을 줄이야. 여전히 솔직하지 못하네, 오스카는.
Oscar threw a teleporter on Philip. Oh, Oscar, you big softy. Couldn't you have left Philip alone? I would have an awesome Philip book by now.
나이 많은 친구들이 여럿 있나 봐.
I think Roland's older than they look. All of these old dudes. And people were saying that Roland actually is older. Roland doesn't look that old, though. Something's up. Something's fishy. Something doesn't smell right.
그야 구를 대로 구른 늙은이들이니까 해결사 일하면서 얼굴 한두 번은 봤지 않겠어?
Oh, I guess that's the other thing. Just because they're colleagues and know each other doesn't mean that they're the same age. I am making a kind of an assumption there. Okay, you win this one. I can admit when I'm wrong from time to time. Most of the time, though, you have to admit you are all trying to gaslight me. But this one, I think I was reading into things just a little bit too much. They could still be a lot older than Roland and still know each other. So I can admit that I may have jumped to conclusions. Hey, look, Tiferet has got a thing. What is this one? No, I don't even want it in my library. Take it away. Take it out back and shoot it. Please, someone get rid of this one. Let's fight the Queen of Hatred, I guess. Oh, wait, before I do that, I need to look at some books. And I might actually do that before the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one. And remember to take care and goodbye.